Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 13th, 2014. It's currently 7:30 a.m. and boy did we have a lot of rain over the past 24 hours, especially right along the New Jersey coast up through Long Island and southern Connecticut. Long Island is just deluged with very heavy rainfall with 5 a.m. hour, over 5 inches of rain in Islip in 1 hour. That is impressive. And we also saw similar rainfall totals over portions of southern New Jersey. Millville, New Jersey had over 9 inches of rain through the overnight hours. And of course, that has led to some significant flash flooding throughout much of central southern New Jersey, Long Island, and of course, southern Connecticut. The good news is that the heaviest rain is moving out of the way and moving through eastern Long Island and eastern Connecticut as we speak. After this rain leaves, we dry out and everything kind of calms down for the rest of the week. But man, this rainfall has been impressive this morning. Temperatures throughout the region range from the lower to mid 60s over portions of northeastern Pennsylvania, mid to upper 60s along the immediate coast, and upper 60s to lower 70s in the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. The cold front's on the way and winds are going to back to the northwest and around 5 to 15 miles per hour by the time we get to this afternoon. But in the meantime, we're going to have to dodge some heavy rain, especially along the immediate coast of Long Island and Connecticut. Taking a look at how this rainfall materialized, you probably noticed that we have a streak of very impressive rainfall ranging from 2.5 to as much as 10 inches of rain over Long Island, stretching from southwestern New Jersey up through Long Island and heading towards Connecticut. This is the track of that mid-level disturbance I was talking about last night. That little kink in the millibars at 700 millibars. The height line, should I say. Why am I pointing this out? Because this is exactly what I warned about that could have a major impact on the forecast. Because remember, the forecast was to have all this heavy rain focused up here. Which, by the way, northeastern Pennsylvania still got a half an inch to an inch of rain. But notice there's a nice little dry area over northwestern New Jersey up through the Hudson River Valley towards Poughkeepsie. And that's basically the separation between this strong mid-level disturbance and the advancing cold front or occluded front and upper level low moving through eastern Pennsylvania. And that separation led to almost no precipitation over northern New Jersey. They really missed out here. But the coast just got pummeled with very heavy rainfall. And you could see where that disturbance tracked, that's where the heaviest rainfall really materialized. And it's just a very impressive track of heavy rainfall from southern New Jersey up through eastern central New Jersey and up through central and eastern Long Island and now heading towards Connecticut. And we could see that impact and we could see that disturbance clearly in place with a negative tilt now over Long Island and over the northern Mid-Atlantic. And ahead of that negative tilt, notice the moisture transport is very strong, driving right from the Atlantic right into Connecticut. And that's basically what we saw develop overnight tonight and into the early morning hours that led to this very impressive rainfall event throughout the region. So our surface map clearly shows that area low pressure has developed as a result of that disturbance off the New Jersey coast. This disturbance and the associated occluded cold front will drive to the east and clear out from west to east throughout this morning and into the afternoon hours. So by this afternoon, conditions improve significantly. In fact, by 2 p.m., almost everyone will be high and dry with clearing skies taking hold. A few lingering showers over eastern Long Island and eastern Connecticut, at least until 4 o'clock. That's when I give those locations the all clear. But for the most part, in the afternoon, everyone dries out from central Connecticut, central Long Island on west. On the radar, you can clearly see that very impressive heavy rainfall. Now, the good news is that the disturbance is starting to weaken as it's moving east. So the rainfall rates are starting to fall just a bit, but they're still rather impressive over eastern Connecticut and central and eastern Long Island. And that heavy rain will continue to press to the east and move through the region over the next several hours. This rainfall is associated with the cold front and the occluded front, and that will continue to track to the east producing some moderate to heavy rain over northern New Jersey and the Hudson River Valley. So those locations that have missed out on the rain so far still have the potential of picking up about half an inch of rain before it's all said and done over the next couple of hours. So once this clears out, then we're done, and then we start to dry out. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see the intense lifting that developed overnight here. Again, watch how this evolved. The disturbance intensified last night, and then look at the higher cloud tops just explode over eastern New Jersey and Long Island as a result of that strong lifting. And now those cloud tops are starting to warm a bit as the lifting starts to weaken as the disturbance lifts north and east. The low pressure system and the associated cold front will continue to press east, and we start to clear out over central Pennsylvania, and that will build into eastern Pennsylvania and the rest of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area this afternoon and evening. On the water vapor satellite picture, you can see this even more clearly, that disturbance just exploding last night, creating that heavy rainfall, and now we're starting to get the trough starting to swing through the region right now. This is the base of the trough right here, and this base of the trough will continue to drive to the east and lift northeast through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. Now, one key aspect here, we're starting to form a nice little upper level low over the St. Lawrence River Valley with this trough. And what that basically is going to lead to are these disturbances like this one here and this one up here to drive through the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area over the next 24 hours. Again, most locations will remain dry, but I'm mentioning this because you could end up with an isolated shower or thunder shower, especially over northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley, or northern Connecticut. That could surprise you with some very heavy, brief downpours, small hail, and frequent lightning, because what you have set up here is some very cold air aloft interacting with temperatures that are average below normal. We're talking about lower to mid 70s over the northern interior for tomorrow afternoon. But still, that is still warm enough compared to the 500 millibar temperatures to produce an isolated shower or thunder shower in the afternoon hours. But you can see we're starting to clear out here. There's plenty of dry air in the Tennessee River Valley, and that's all heading our way eventually, producing some tranquil weather conditions. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the European model guidance from the PennState EWOL website. Again, that cold front clears off the coast. We start to dry out from west to east. Temperatures this afternoon will range. Now, this is going to be pretty interesting. Lower to mid 70s over portions of northeastern Pennsylvania. Mid to upper 70s over the rest of the northern interior, and upper 70s to lower 80s over the New York City metropolitan area. Philadelphia metropolitan area looking at lower to mid 80s because we're going to see more sunshine for a longer period of time in southeastern Pennsylvania and southwestern New Jersey. By the time we get to tomorrow, that upper level low is to the north of us over the St. Lawrence River Valley again. And we're going to have these weak disturbances swinging through, so I can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm as I discussed previously. But again, most locations will remain dry and rather chilly, by the way. We're looking at high temperatures for tomorrow in northeastern Pennsylvania in the upper 60s to lower 70s. We should be in the mid 80s, so that's well below normal for this time of year. The rest of the northern interior will experience temperatures in the lower to mid 70s, New York City metropolitan area in the mid to upper 70s, and the Philadelphia metropolitan area in the upper 70s to lower 80s. So you can kind of get the idea here of a very cool air mass in place throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. That cool air mass will start to moderate on Friday with scattered cloud cover expected. Again, still kind of cool for this time of year. We're looking at low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s over the interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. High temperatures generally in the lower to mid 70s over the interior, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast and in urban locations. On Saturday, we warm up just a little bit, high pressure in control again. Temperatures returning to close to near normal levels with mid to upper 50s over the interior and upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast for lows. High temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the immediate coast, lower to mid 80s everywhere else. On Sunday, we get more of a southwesterly flow ahead of an advancing cold front. This cold front will move through on Monday, but on Sunday, we'll experience increasing cloud cover with also more humidity in the atmosphere. So look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 60s and high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s, which is basically near normal for this time of year. On Monday, that cold front moves through with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Could be a few scattered showers late on Sunday night, but I really want to hold this off until Monday, in my opinion, based on the timing of these cold fronts this year. So Monday looks like a better bet, with temperatures in the morning in the upper 60s to lower 70s, but high temperatures as the cold front moves through, only in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast and lower to mid 80s throughout the rest of the region. Northeastern Pennsylvania may actually remain the coolest spot with mid to upper 70s depending on the strength of this polar air mass that moves through. And then on Tuesday, basically what we have here is the influence of a cooler air mass coming in from Canada, from northeastern Canada. But we're going to be in that boundary area where you're going to have a pushback with this ridge over portions of the southeast. So we're kind of going to be in a battle zone here. Right now, I'm expecting scattered cloud cover over the New York City metropolitan area. In the Philadelphia metropolitan area, more overcast cloud cover with the threat for scattered showers. I think the bulk of the showers and thunderstorms, though, on Tuesday will be focused over Maryland and Delaware, where an area low pressure will develop. But Philadelphia is going to be right in that borderline. Temperatures on Tuesday will range from the mid to upper 60s for lows as that cold front drops south. And then for highs on Tuesday, will range from the upper 70s to lower 80s over the New York City metropolitan area and lower to mid 80s over the Philadelphia metropolitan area. So a very volatile and active pattern is definitely in place for the entire northern mid-Atlantic over the next several days. We do get a bit of a break, but we definitely get some unseasonably cool conditions set up for the end of this week and the start of this upcoming weekend. That is your forecast discussion for this morning. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. And as always, please be safe out there. Do not drive through any submerged roadways. And as always, stay safe out there.